Today we're going to talk about indoor snowboard workout, butter backside 180. There are many other video tutorials on YouTube about butter backside 180, and in this video I will mainly focus on how to do this trick on a carpet. The basic concept is to move or backswing your back foot in a similar way as frontside 180. Number 1, get started. Similarly as frontside 180, it's totally okay if you can't do 180. Start with 90 and gradually progress to 180. Be patient to yourself. As you repeat and practice the trick, you will eventually get to the full 180 degrees. It is absolutely normal if you feel a bit uncomfortable doing backside rotation compared with frontside rotation, simply because your weight will temporarily shift to backside of your body. Without a board, this backside weight shift may cause a back fall. Our brain is typically more cautious about backside weight shift than frontside weight shift. Number 2, arm rotations. The same way as frontside 180, the key trick here is a 270-degree swing of your back arm. This arm will first do the 270-degree rotation and then followed by a smaller counter rotation. Here's the most important part, and you should remember and do this on the carpet whenever you practice 180s. Swing your back arm 270 degrees to the rotation direction to initiate the turn. You'll probably naturally notice that at the end of the 180 rotation, the same arm will rotate back for about 90 degrees, causing a counter rotation of your body. This counter rotation will dramatically help you to complete the solid 180 rotation. So to reiterate, whenever you do 180, swing the back arm 270 degrees to initiate the rotate and naturally put it back to the 180 direction. You should always use this quote-unquote standard operation whenever you practice backside 180 during the indoor snowboard workout. Number 3, nose and tail press. Once you're able to butter backside 180, the next turning point is confidently put pressure on your board. If you take a closer look at this video, notice that when I pass the first 90 degrees, the ground side of the board suddenly bends a lot, and the bending started to hold most of my weight afterwards. When you initially started doing backside 180 butter on a carpet, it almost feels like either a total jump or swing during the whole process. After this stage, you should consciously challenge yourself, put more and more weight to bend the board to achieve a balance with just one side of the board on the floor. Mastering this technique will get you really to the next level, both indoor and on the snow. Mastering this technique also gets you prepared for future 360s as well as board grabbing. This is a very important and useful technique, so please spend some time practicing it. Using your side core muscle. Same as frontside 180, a key turning point of practicing 180 and 360 is to unconsciously strengthen your side core muscle during the turn. Once you know how to press nose and tail of the board during the turn, really it is the side muscle that keeps you balanced when your whole body weight is on the bended board. Initially, during the practice, you may need to consciously remind yourself to strengthen the muscle during each turn. After repeating this many times, it becomes your muscle memory, and whenever you turn, your side core muscle will keep you in balance until the board lands. Number 5, knowing your riding direction and keep your eyes on the downslope. One of the key goals of doing indoor snowboarding workout is to be able to apply the same technique on the mountain. While our house is usually completely flat, I feel sorry if your house floor is not completely flat, you still need to make an imaginary upslope and downslope direction when you are doing the workout. Make sure to keep your eyes on the downslope before and after the rotation. Keep this good habit and build it into a muscle memory will keep you to ride almost in the same way on the mountain. Number 6, where to put your weight during the turn. When we're rotating on a carpet, Our weight is not anymore right below the standing foot. To put an imaginary target, new weight point when initiating the rotation. I've tried several imaginary weight point as a target. Generally, they're either on the board slightly away from your standing foot, right at the bending point, or slightly toward the left or right side of that bending point. When I got really good at the trick, this imaginary new weight spot is always on the board at the bending point. However, when you just started learning and practicing, you may try slightly the left or right side of the board, and it will help you to get better balance when you are not able to complete the full 180 turn yet. Number 7, do one thing at a time. There are many points you need to remember during the practice, and you are supposed to do all of them in just 1 second or 2. So, when you're just getting started, you don't need to remember doing all of the important things. Just try your best to consciously do one thing at a time and build it into a muscle memory. For example, you could just focus on swinging your back arm 270 degrees every time you rotate. Once this movement becomes a muscle memory, you can start to focus on the next point. Be patient to yourself. If you do this workout every night for 1 hour, you should be able to muscle memory all of the tricks within a week or 2. Thanks for watching this tutorial of indoor snowboard workout backside 180. Hope you can enjoy the workout and master all the key points solidly. If you're interested to know more about indoor snowboard workout, please subscribe to my Home Daddy YouTube channel and browse through more tutorials and workout sections. I'll see you in the next video.